Afternoon. I'm down here in my woodshed. Had a great night last night at the Haunted House restaurant. Met a lot of new people, a lot of fun people. Uh, Rocked around, walked around, did some coastal magic for a lot of people. This one young lady was there. She had just graduated from the Ohio State University with a degree. Check this out: a master's degree in monster theory, which is an actual degree. And I mean, that's something I never heard about or never heard of, But that's pretty interesting. Anyway, little something I'm gonna do for you. One deck, two hands. Let me show you this right quick. Quick and easy. Ace of spades. That's an ace. Okay. If I say stop somewhere in here, no big deal. Let's see what we got here. Looking at you. Ace of hearts. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. And let's see, two aces left. Ace of hearts and the ace of spades. Okay, I'm gonna do something with these two. Ace of hearts and the ace of spades. Okay, they just go into the deck. Face down between the two face-up aces, between an ace of hearts and ace of spades, we got an ace of clubs, okay? And of course, last but not least, the ace of hearts, four aces. I kind of like doing that. It's a little thing. Every now and then I get people to show up, and they ask me to show them something that they know. They ask the gambling question. Do you gamble at all? Do you play cards? So I just do a little four ace thing for them. They kind of like, some of them are poker. A lot of them are poker players. Spades a bit wish, but you're right. You do it do something with the four aces, and they get a really big kick out of it. Anyway, that's a little warm up thing that I do. Check this out. We see things every day that we don't understand. There's an explanation for everything that people say. Everything is an explanation for the things that people do. But say, like, here's an example. You're walking through your neighborhood, right, where you grew up, where you live, and we see things every day, okay? We're familiar with our surroundings, okay? But once in a while, you see something that you just can't explain. There's an explanation for it. What is that? Whose is it? Where did it come from? It just didn't pop up out of thin air. It had to come from somewhere. Because remember, you're familiar with your surroundings. Where you come from, you're familiar with that. And you're familiar with, who you are, where you are, your neighbors and stuff like that. But once in a while, you see things that you just, what the hey? Where'd that come from? How did that happen? There's always some type of explanation. And you just might have to find out, ask another neighbor what's going on. Okay? And you kind of saw. There's information you don't have. See, it looks like there's four, which is a nice even number. Okay? That's because you don't see this one. It looks like there's six because you really want one to be right there. But it's not. There's always an explanation for everything that goes on. Just when you think you know what's going on, well, I don't know. Something's fishy. You just might have to ask another neighbor, somebody what's really going on. Because it just might be a situation where you have to change the way you look at something, right? Like this could be a flagpole, right? That could be a flagpole. This could be, say, a fence. It could be a fence, right? No, yeah, look, it could be a fence. Or if you turn it this way, could be like a line down a highway. You change your perspective on what you see, on who you know. You change your perspective on the way you look at something. And when you do that, you just change the way you look at something, you could possibly get a little bit more out of it than you did the first time, all right? Just a little something I wanted to share with you, okay? A little something I wanted to share, which I thought it was cute. What else I got here? Oh, yeah, just a little conversation thing. I've been doing magic a long time. You meet a lot of people, you see a lot of people. Got a lot of great clients, some of them, some clients I have had for years, and I'm kind of proud of that. Yeah, they call me, I call them, and it's like your ears get ringing, and you just know, okay, up that time of year. Do you want to use me this year? Yeah, come on. Okay, great, cool. And they had and during the conversation, they'll remind me of something they saw me do last year or the year before. And that's a little signal or a sign that says, okay, they want me to do that thing again this year. Because, like I say, when I walk around close up, that 4-H thing is one of them because they know they got somebody bringing a friend and they'd love to see that. A lot of people don't see magic as much as you think they do. There's a lot of magicians out here, yeah, but a lot of people still they just don't have the time to get up and go somewhere, to see magic. They got a magic theaters here, magic theaters there, but a lot of the general public just doesn't know that. They can go on the internet, but they want to see good live strolling magic somewhere. That's why a lot of restaurants like to use this and stuff. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, you can take a sip. Tea. Next time I go live, I'll do something with the teacup. Here's a little something I got. Oh yeah, right here. This is a little quickie. This is a little quickie right here. Yeah, coin magic. Got a couple of coins here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't need another one. I think I do. I might. Where did I put it? I lost it. Oh, here it is. Actually, is that one? No. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is a good one right here. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna do it with this one right here. Okay. Watch close. Plain and simple. Watch. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, I need 2 of those. Okay, cool. Money does things for money. Watch close. One plus 1 is 2. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. And 2 is 5. 2 and 3 is 5. Here we go. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 2. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. No biggie. RW Magic, rocking a little bit of magic. I'll be on sometime again next week. Next week I'll put it out there, let you know what I'm doing. But when you see this, got any questions, leave them in the comments, okay? RW Magic, always ready to rock that magic.